Please welcome to the stage, Robin Schoenthaler. Yeah, like that?
I'm standing in front of a crumbling Buddha, trying my best not to cry. I'm on day 4 of a crazy hard 10-day bike tour around Thailand, and I really don't think I can last. Plus, this Buddha has a sign up that's killing me. It says, "Life is suffering, just enough." And on top of that, I'm surrounded by babies. And babies at this point in my bereavement are like heat-seeking missiles that go straight to my heart, and I can't stand it. I leave and go get back on my bike. I've ground my way through maybe 3 villages when I see him and it happens. Just a skinny Thai guy standing in his doorway, but whoosh, I'm back in Boston, and it's 6 months prior. And my skinny doctor is standing in the hallway, in the doorway of my hospital room, telling me really slowly that my 2-day-old son, Ryan, is going to inevitably die. It is exactly like a shotgun has blasted me in the belly. I go hurtling out the window behind me and hang suspended over the street in front of the hospital for some minutes until I go ricocheting back in the room. And the skinny doctor's still standing in the hallway, still talking. And I have begun to sob. And whoosh, I'm back in Thailand on my bicycle. I am 40 and single and utterly unfamiliar with this level of grief and utterly unsure I can survive it. There isn't even a noun for me. I'm not a widow or an orphan, and I'm only here in Thailand because I've run away from the terrifying concept of trying to celebrate Christmas without my son. So I've signed up for this ludicrous bike trip. I'm not a bicyclist in the slightest. But the second I heard that the flights left Logan on December 24th and would arrive in Thailand on December 26th, and that the magic of the international dateline would enable me to obliterate Christmas, I signed up. Then, when I landed, it turned out the bike tour leaders wanted me to ride the bike. 20 horrifying miles the first day, 40 pulverizing miles the next day. I accepted my position at the back of the pack, and every day there was a whoosh. One afternoon, we went to visit a World War II cemetery. This was before I learned the word triggering. Thousands of boys, and I tripped on one tombstone that said that it had been placed there by his heartbroken mother in 1945. Ryan's absence to me was in the air that I breathed. I took a deep breath and whoosh, I was surrounded by women, thousands of women, a long line of mothers who had keened over caskets. I exhaled and took my place in line with them. And whoosh, I was back in Thailand on my bicycle. I can't possibly stand up here and tell you that I got over the death of my son by going on a bike tour. That's not how it works, and grief's not that linear. But the memories of the trip were a balm to me. And the memories of talking with my group leader, Joni, on our last day, on our second to last day. She was 20, and she biked 80 miles a day for fun, so she was an alien to me. Which is probably why I told her, and only her, about Ryan. She didn't say much, but she took me the next day to a 2,000-year-old temple where we sat listening to the prayer flags in the wind. When I got back to Massachusetts about a month after I got back to Massachusetts, I did incidentally survive the bike ride, although I did take off day 6. Joni sent me a photograph out of nowhere of her planting a tree in Ryan's name on that temple grounds. As I said, you don't get over these things on a bike ride, but that tree was an enormous help. The knowledge that a tree grows in Thailand with a plaque at its base that says Ryan Peter Schoenthaler, that was a comfort to me that turned out to be, as the Buddha had said, just enough. Just enough so that a year to the day from my return trip from Bangkok, I gave birth to my second son. Whoosh! Thank you.